In today's video, we will see the design of octal to binary priority encoder. This is the block diagram of simple 8 to 3 or octal to binary priority encoder, which has 8 input lines and 3 output lines. When any of the input line is high, then output will be the binary code corresponding to that line. Okay. Suppose D0 is high, then output generated will be 0, 0, 0 because binary equivalent of 0 is 0, 0, 0. Suppose D1 is high, in that case output will be 0, 0, 1 because binary equivalent of 1 is 0, 0, 1 and so on. Now this is the truth table for simple octal to binary encoder. When D0 is high, output will be 0, 0, 0. When D1 is high, output will be 0, 0, 1. When D2 is high, output will be 0, 1, 0 and so on. But here we are considering one thing, that at a time only one input line can have value 1. At a time only one input line can be high. But what should be the output when at the same time more than one input lines are high, more than one input lines have value 1. Suppose at a time D6 and D5 both have value 1, both are at high. So what should be the output? The output should be 1, 1, 0 corresponding to D6 or 1, 0, 1 corresponding to D5 corresponding to 5. So here comes the need of priority encoder. Priority encoder generates the output according to the priority of input lines, and here we assume that higher number will have higher priority. So suppose at the same time, at a time D6 and D5 both have value 1, both are high. So the output will be 1, 1, 0 because 6 has higher priority than 5. Okay. Keeping this thing in mind, we should modify this truth table and convert it to the truth table for priority encoder. Okay. Now suppose D0 has value 1 and remaining input lines have value, the remaining higher input lines have value 0. In that case output will be 0, 0, 0 because here we are assuming that these higher lines have value 0. Okay. Now suppose D1 has value 1, D1 has value 1. In that case whatever may be the value of D0, whatever may be the value of D0, whether it is 0 or whether it is 1, whether it is 0 or 1, the output will be 0, 0, 1. So here we are assuming that whatever may be the value of D0, whatever may be the value of D0 indicates what this cross. We are ignoring D0. Whatever may be the value of this lower line, lower input line, the output will be 0, 0, 1. Okay. Now suppose D2 has value 1 and here we are assuming that these higher lines, higher input lines have value 0, and in that case whatever may be the value of D1 and D0, okay, whatever may be the value of D1 and D0, we should ignore these input lines and the output will be generated corresponding to this D2. The output will be 0, 1, 0, whatever may be the value of D1 and D0. So we should mark these inputs with cross, okay, because we have to ignore these inputs when D2 is high. Okay. When D3 has value 1, when D3 is high, in that case whatever may be the value of D2, D1 and D0, whatever may be the value of D2, D1 and D0, so we have to ignore these inputs when D3 has value 1. When D3 is high, the output will be 0, 1, 1. Okay. When D4 has value 1, when D4 is high, then whatever may be the value of these lower lines, whatever may be the value of these lower lines, whether they are 1, 1, 1, 1 or 0, 0, 1, 1, whatever may be their values, so we should represent these with cross. Okay. So the output will be generated for D4. Okay. Suppose D5 has value 1, then whatever may be the value of these lower input lines, whatever may be the value of these lines, we have to ignore these inputs when D5 has value 1. So output will be generated corresponding to D5. Okay. When D6 has value 1, then whatever may be their values, whatever may be the value of these lower lines, so the output will be generated according to D6. When D7 has value 1, then whatever may be the value of these lower input lines, the output will be generated according to D7. So the output will be 1, 1, 1. When all of these inputs have value 0, in that case these combinations should be ignored. Now for drawing circuit diagram, we need an expression for the outputs Q2, Q1 and Q0. We need expression for Q2, Q1 and Q0. We need simplified expression for Q2, Q1 and Q0. We can't draw schema for these for obtaining simplified expression because we have 8 inputs here. Okay. So we should use Boolean algebra for simplifying the expression. Before simplification, we should obtain the expression for Q2, Q1 and Q0. So let's start with Q0. When is Q0 high. When Q0 has value, this output has value 1. So this output has value 1 at these points. Okay, so we should write expression corresponding to these outputs. Okay, so Q0 is 1 here. Okay, so the expression will be when D7 is 0, so we should write complement of D7. When D6 is 0, so we should write complement of D6. And when D5 is 0, so means D5 should be 0. Okay, so we should write complement of D5. D4 should also be 0, so we should write complement of D4 as well. D3 should also be 0, so we should write complement of D3 as well. D2 should also be 0, so we should write complement of D2. But D1 should be 1, so we should simply write D1. Okay, again Q0 is 1 at this point. Okay, so here we should first of all we should put an or sign. Okay, so here D7 has value 0, so we should write complement of D7. D6 is also 0, so we should write complement of D6. D5 is also 0, so we should write complement of D5. D4 should also be 0, so we should write complement of D4. But D3 should be 1, so we should write simply D3. Okay, so here I have written expressions for all of these outputs, Q0, Q1 and Q2. Here you observe that D2 at this point, D7 should be 0, D6 should be 0 and D5 should be 1. So the expression for this will be D7 complement, D6 complement, D5. Here D7 should be at this point, D7 should be 1. So I have simply written D7. Okay, for Q1 also, here we observe that D7 should be 0, D6 should be 0, D5 should be 0, D4 should be 0, D3 should be 0 and D2 should be 1. So the expression will be this. Okay, here we observe that D7 should be 0, D6 should be 0, D5 should be 0, D4 should be 0, but D3 should be 1. So the expression will be this, min term will be this. Okay, now first of all we should simplify the expression for Q0. We have to simplify this expression because we want minimum number of terms, minimum terms. Okay, so this is the expression for Q0 and we have to simplify this expression to minimum number of terms. Okay, for simplifying this expression, we have to keep one thing in mind, this expression in mind, this result in mind. Okay, A complement and B or A is equivalent to B or A. So here we are observing that A complement is simply eliminated. How this result come? So suppose this can be written as A complement or A, B or A. This can be written like this. Okay, A complement or A is equal to 1. So 1 and B or A will be equal to B or A. So what is the conclusion? That suppose here there is any variable A, X or Y or Z and here there is complement of that variable. So finally the complement of A will be eliminated. Okay, so keeping this thing in mind, we can simplify this expression. In first step, this term will be written as it is, this min term will also be written as it is, and in these two terms we can simply eliminate D7. We can eliminate D7. Following this rule, we can eliminate D7. We can write this as A complement, we can write this D7 as A, and we can write this as B. Okay, so we can simply eliminate this D7's complement. Okay, so the expression will be D6 complement, D5 or D7. Okay, so the expression will be like this. Okay, now we can take this D7 with this term, we can take this D7 with this term. So in this way we can eliminate this D7 because here this is D7 and this is complement of D7 and we can assume this whole term as B. So we can eliminate this complement of D7. So the expression will be, I should write in next line. So here when we take this term and D7 together, D7 complemented will eliminated from this term. When we take this term, this min term and D7 together, this D7's complement will be eliminated. So the next step will be this. Okay, now this can be written like this. I have taken D6 common from these terms. Okay, so it can be written like this. Okay, now in this step we are observing that D5 can be eliminated from these terms. When we take this term and this term together, D5's complement can be eliminated. eliminated. Okay, so and here also when we take this term and this together, d5's complement can be eliminated following this rule. Okay, if we take this and this together, d5's complement can be eliminated, so the result will be like this. Okay, now again if we take d4 common from these two terms, d4 is taking, I am taking d4 common from these two terms, so the result will be like this. Okay, again if we take these two terms together, d3 complement can be eliminated. Okay, complement of d3 can be eliminated. Okay, so the next step will be like this. Okay, so following, simplifying this way, we obtain the final expression like this. Okay, the rule is to eliminate the complement of a following complement of any variable following this rule. Okay, I have to simplify the expression for q1. Okay, this is the expression for q1. Okay, now if we take these two terms together, d7 can be eliminated. Okay, so the result will be like this. If we take these two terms together, this d7 can be eliminated. If we take this term and this term together, d7 can be eliminated following this rule. Okay, so the expression, so the next result, next step will be this. Okay, now if we take this term and this term together, d6 can be eliminated. If we take this and this together, d6 complement can be eliminated, so the next step will be like this. Okay, now if we take common d5, complement of d5 and complement of d4 common from these two terms, the result will be like this. Okay, now if we take these two terms together, complement of d3 can be eliminated, so the final expression will be like this. Okay, this is the expression for q2, our final output. Okay, if we take these two terms together, d7 can be eliminated. If we take these two terms together, d7 complement can be eliminated, complement of d7 can be eliminated. If we take these two terms together, complement of d7 can be eliminated, so the next step will be like this. Now in this step, if we take these two terms together, complement of d6 can be eliminated. If we take these two terms together, this and this, in that case d6 complement can be eliminated. Now the next step will be like this. Now if I take these two terms together, in that case complement of d5 can be eliminated, and the final expression will be like this. Okay, now these are the three expressions for our outputs q2, q1 and q0. These are the final simplified expressions for outputs.